and blessings, beautiful souls. Avalon here, and I've got my little cheeky in the background. Hi everyone. It is Sunday here and it is a beautiful spring day. I'm just pulled off on the side of the road as we head back from Signet. The Signet markets were on today, and I go there and I buy my fresh produce from the larder, and they allow me to take my own containers and do my zero waste thing. But here's where we are. Look at this view. Look at this beautiful view out there, and the river's in the background there. And it's a beautiful day. And so what I wanted to say is, I've been wanting to say this for a little while, but I'm a bit shy about promotions. I don't like to self-promote myself. I don't want to contribute to capitalism and to you know, people spending their money unnecessarily. That's not my intention at all. I'm a very conscious consumer, and I make sure that I share myself in a way that doesn't mean that I'm forcing my products and my services down people's throats. I never pay for advertising. I never have. I've never paid for advertising. And so basically I just share things here on my various channels, and if it resonates, then that's awesome, and if it doesn't, then that's okay as well. But I did want to say that at this very moment in time, as we approach the Samhain-Beltane cross quarter, magic is indeed afoot. Now, for those who did not know, and for those who know as well, I run an online coven, and my online coven is an incredible and beautiful, nourishing space. I have quite a few blessed souls in my online coven. And right now is the time where we are about to begin our 9-day sacrifice to Odin, and we will be working with the runes for 9 days. As we come out of that 9-day sacrifice to Odin, we will be preparing for our personal initiations. I've been placing such a great deal of energy and time into creating multiple videos and path workings and live chats on the Coven Facebook page, and I have really been providing as much as I can to help to nourish the individual's spiritual practice. I feel very called to this type of work. I feel very blessed to have been raised in such a way that has given me such a wealth of knowledge, and also such a confidence in my wealth of knowledge. I have also read extensively. I've paid money to educate myself further, and I'm approaching my 40th birthday next year, and I've reached that point in my life where I feel very proud and accomplished with what I have achieved, what I have amassed. I'm a hereditary pagan witch. I used to feel very embarrassed saying those types of things, believe it or not. I always felt like I would either be judged or people would not believe me when I said that, because it's not a common thing that you often hear. But I am a hereditary pagan witch. If you were to meet my mum, you would meet a witch. If you were to meet my sisters, you would be meeting witches. If you were to meet my grandmother, my aunties, you would meet witches. And they would all welcome you with their hearts and their souls, and they would allow you to sit with them and learn. My grandmother was one of my primary sources of inspiration, and she nourished her community in such a way. She was more giving, more generous than anybody else I knew. At the times before winter, she would open up her covenstead and hand out food, blankets to the homeless. Of all the churches that were around in our area, nobody did that type of work, and nothing was offered in return. She cultivated such a strong and admirable respect for herself, and if I can be just a fraction of what she was and what she stands for people today, then I will be fulfilled in my purpose, really. And so I'm striving towards that by opening up myself to helping to help people remember how magical they are, to give them some direction. It can be very overwhelming as a solitary practitioner. I know this because I have been a solitary practitioner. I have been a solitary practitioner with geographical isolation issues. I have been a geographical isolation issue practitioner with religious oppression around me. I have run the gamut of experiences because I was born and raised in my craft. It's not the same craft as you will read in books. That's not the way that it is. And so it is my hope to help to inspire people to nourish their own craft. If they don't come from a lineage like I do, then I want them to be that strong pillar so that they can begin their lineage and sharing their lineage with others. It's not about hereditary practitioners or first generation practitioners. It's about inspiring one single soul to recognize the inherent and powerful magic that exists within them, and to feel such a sense of pride and confidence in that magic that they want to express it, they want to share it with their families, with their loved ones, and with the people around them in whichever way, you know, sets fire to their hearts. And so when I say that magic is afoot, it is because I'm in a place where I'm able to inspire others and to be inspired by others. I'm sharing whatever wisdom that I have, and I am sharing that openly as I can with this beautiful coven. Now, I have moved over to Patreon for various reasons, and for one of those reasons is because my husband no longer works, and everything that I do in my day-to-day is to support my family. I have 3 children, a husband, and a household, and my work is able to support us. But I would like to make sure that my work can support us, and also that we can, if we need to, take a holiday to visit our family in a different state. We're not big holiday takers. Even when we were living in Cairns and we had all of the resources at our disposal, we weren't really big holiday takers, but I would like to be a big holiday taker. And I would also like to be able to travel and hold workshops and go overseas and meet people and do things that I see other people in different areas of life doing. I want to be able to be face to face with as many people as I can, especially those who have taken the time out of their day to support me in whichever capacity they have been able to support me. I've often been asked if I'm going to do workshops in the States or if I'm going to go to the UK. And right now, because I have such a young family and they require so much, I don't have that opportunity yet to do that, but my children are growing and I would like to place myself squarely in a position where I can actively do that, not just once in a lifetime, but as often as I possibly can. I would love to be able to travel for work. And so these are the reasons why I've moved to Patreon, is to be able to support myself and my family. I still read on Etsy and I still plan on, you know, making more tarot decks and things like that. But believe it or not, and people don't oftentimes believe this, making tarot decks, especially self-publishing them, doesn't actually make you any money, folks. It really doesn't, because of the outrageous overheads associated to them. Whatever profits I may have made, I don't know, I might actually still be in the red on this deck, but I love doing it and I still want to continue to do it in whichever capacity I can. But right now my mind, my focus is on my beautiful coven of the Witch Weaver on Patreon, and that coven is turning out to be a most beautiful place. You would not believe the amount of energy that I put into that sacred space. You would not believe how many videos I have posted. I commit to a Wednesday and a Saturday schedule. I throw little bits and pieces in there. And when you do sign up for that top tier, because the coven is my absolute top tier, you get all of the other tiers underneath it. And that means you get Card Slinger, which is all tarot, 1 video a week. You get the Apple Tree, 1 video a week, and you get the book club access as well, which is like, I do a lot of live Facebook things on the book club, and also I post a few little bits and pieces. Right now with the book club, we're reading Silent as the Trees by Devonshire Witchcraft, Folklore and Magic by Gemma Gary, and we've been doing happy tasks and creating our own Devonshire narrative. But I must away because my dad's here, and I just wanted to share that little bit of snippet with you, because if you feel like you would like to sign up to my beautiful coven on Patreon, then now it's not too late. And it's never ever going to be too late, but this is the absolute perfect time because it is getting close to that cross quarter. We are going to begin that Odin work, and then we are going to do our beautiful Coven initiations in around the 7th of November, which is the exact time of the cross quarter, the Beltane Samhain, cross quarter, Beltane Samhain, Beltane, can't talk today. Right, say bye-bye, Saba. There you go, beautiful souls. Take care, look after yourselves. Bye.
Namaste.